Okay, you are welcome to another class for GLOVIS-GIS, and today's episode will be on producing watershed maps. Uh, producing uh, watershed maps, also known as drainage maps. Okay, and for us to do this, we are going to be using a particular data source that is called DEM, otherwise known as digital elevation model. Okay, there are so many places where you can download this DEM data. You can get them from a website called www. I'm not mistaken, I think earthexplorer.usgs.com. You can get it from here. You can also get it from through a software called Global Mapper software. Okay, I will produce videos where I'm showing how you can download some of the data from these softwares and of course the website and the processes you need to carry out to be able to get the data. So for the purpose of this tutorial, already I have a DEM for a particular area, and so I'll be using the DEM to show us how we can produce the drainage maps and try to classify the maps, classify the drainages, classify the drainages into what we call the first order, uh, the second order, and the second order, and so on to the nth order, as much as you are interested in creating the density of these drainages. So let's, without wasting time, let's move straight into the deal of the day. So this is our tutorial folder, and already, like I said, I already have the DEM document or the DEM downloaded already. So this is the DEM. It's just a white folder. Okay, it looks white like this after downloading it. So let's see how we can work with this DEM. So the first thing we do is we are going to launch your ArcMap software. Well, I already did that here. So this is my ArcMap software. Okay, I will also create another video and try to attach the software so you can download it and teach you how to install the software. So in order to do this, the first thing you do is you load in or bring in your DEM by clicking on the add button here. Okay, it's already open for me. So this is the DEM. So you select the DEM, and then when you load the DEM, you add it, because it's going to be a black image like this. It's just a black image. Okay. Now the next thing you do is you are going to click on the Arc toolbox. This is what we call the Arc toolbox. The Arc toolbox is like the primary engine or the main engine where every extension, every use of the Arcgis software, all its modules are loaded in the Arc toolbox. Okay, so as you can see, we have the 3D analysis tool, cartography tool, as many tools as possible. So you can use all these tools to carry out series of GIS processing. So for this very purpose, we are going to be using what we call the Spatial Analyst tool. So for the Spatial Analyst tool, it has also a series of extensions. So you have to click on this plus button here, and you can see all what it can do here, right? Now, in order to extract the drainages, you click on what? Hydrology. You click on hydrology. Okay. When you click on hydrology, you click on fill. So when you click on fill, the fill dialog box will appear, and it will ask you to input the surface raster. Okay, and the surface raster is the digital elevation model. So you click the downlink button here, and then you select the DEM. So when you select the DEM, this is what it's going to look like. Here you can decide to export it to a folder if you intend to use the next processing for something else. But just simply come down here and click OK. Okay. So when you click OK, the software is going to process the fill for you, and this is going to be the output for the fill. Okay, so this is the fill. You can see that there is no much difference between the fill and the initial data. They both look black. Now after the fill, the next thing you go to is the flow direction. So this is the flow direction dialog box. Now for the flow direction, under the input surface raster, you don't bring in the digital elevation model. This time around, you are going to bring in the fill. So you click down and select the fill. Also, you don't do anything here. Just click OK. And then you have the flow direction, and you have the flow direction also showing. So this is it. Now the next thing you do is you go to the flow accumulation. Okay, when you click on the flow accumulation, this time around you are going to bring in the flow direction. Input flow direction raster. It's clearly written. Okay, so you select the flow direction raster, and then you can also click here to export it somewhere else. These are all optional, so you can leave them the way they are. Click OK, and it's going to give you the flow accumulation result. Okay, so this is the flow accumulation result. You can even see from here that some of the major streams have started showing. Okay, so the next thing you do now is you move down to map algebra here. Okay, under map algebra you have what they call the raster calculator. So you click the raster calculator. For the raster calculator, you select the flow accumulation and you say greater than. Now the smaller the number you put here, for example 50, the greater will be the density of the drainages that will be generated. So we don't want something that will be too dense, so we're going to pick maybe greater than 200. Okay, and then you click OK. So when you do that, the drainages from the raster calculator will also appear like this. Okay, now this is not all. The next thing you do is you now move down to the stream order. Okay, this is the stream order dialog box. For the stream order dialog box, you are going to input the stream raster. The stream raster to be imputed here now is going to be the flow accumulation. And then to ask you to input the flow direction raster, so you click here and select flow direction, and then you click OK. So this is going to classify the drainages for you into their respective order. Okay. So as you can see here, we have the drainages classified into a first, second, third, fourth, and fifth order. Okay. But as you can see, this is not clear enough. So the next thing to do is we are going to compact this to vector, and then for you to do that, you select stream to future. Under your input stream raster, you select your stream order, and then you select your flow direction for your flow direction dialog box. Please always ensure that the simplified polylines here is always ticked. Make sure that this is ticked. Okay, simplifying the polyline simply means it's going to make the individual drainages to be very, very smooth. Okay, and then you select, you click OK, and this is going to be your final drainage map. So this is your final drainage map. Okay, so for you to see these drainages very clear, you have to untick all of this, and then you have your drainage map. And of course, we know that drainages are usually the color blue, so you can always change the color of the drainage by clicking this, and then you can click color from here and select any of the blue colors here you think you are interested in, and you click OK. So you might also want to classify these drainages into their respective orders. If you remember, we saw about 5 orders from here. You can see them: first order, second order, third order, fourth order, and the fifth order. So for you to do that, you click on the already generated drainage, right click on it and select Open Attribute Table. So when you open Attribute Table, you take note of this particular column here that has series of 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. It's actually the column that classifies the drainages into the respective. So you take note of the heading. The heading is called the grid code. Okay, so you go back to the stream, right click, select properties here. This is the property dialog box that will appear shortly. Okay, now under the property dialog box, you select symbology, you click on categories. Okay, and then under the value field, remember what you had in that column, select grid code. Okay, and then you say add all values, so you can see all the drainages appearing, and then you can click on apply and OK. So you can see them having series of different colors. So let's magnify them. The fifth order drainage, of course we said drainages are blue, so let's give this a thickness of 3. Okay, the fourth order drainage, we said they are blue. So let's give it a thickness of 2. Okay, the third order drainage, do the same thing, blue. Let's give this 1.5. Okay, the second order drainage, said blue, let's give this 1. And then the first order drainage, which is still going to be blue, we can give this, let's say 0.5. 0.5. So the choice of color, the choice of drainage pattern, and the thickness and anything you want to do is based on what your intended project is all about. So this is how you produce your drainage plan. I hope you've learned something. Please do try to like my channel, share, and subscribe as well. And the next video, we are going to work on I'm showing us how to produce contour maps. Okay, contour maps using also DEM data. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the training. Please stay tuned for the next class.